Hi everyone, it's Jeffrey. It's Red Color, and we are back finally at Tarot Tuesdays, even though I am not taping on a Tuesday. Okay, so I just finished the swords. Well, I thought I had just finished the swords, and then I forgot that I didn't do all the royal card, the king and the queen and the page and the knight, and someone reminded me, which was fantastic, and I thank you. And I've already done the Ace of Cups, so please go check that out. So if you want to find a specific card, just go to playlists, Tarot Tuesdays, and you'll find it. Okay, so I already did the Ace of Cups, which is a beautiful, wonderful card. And now we are up to the Two of Cups. Yay. Okay, so cups as a suit represent emotion, kindness, comfort, a gift, a connection, intuition, healing, receiving. It's really about the heart. It's about how you feel. And cups represent the summer. Timing is always hard to do in a reading. But let's say, somebody wants to get, a timing thing, and you get a lot of cups, it's probably the summer, especially if you get like sunny cards. You get a lot of pentacles, it's probably the winter. Swords are fall, and wands are really obvious. It's spring, they're growing. So cups also represent all the water signs, which are Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay. So the Two of Cups is a really, really beautiful, lovely, 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 lovely card. All right. It's very windy here today, and live on the top floor. Every so often I hear something banging. All right. I wrote a lot of things down. I mean, but look, let's just look at the card, right? It's two people, man and a woman. They're coming together, and he's reaching out to her. He's reaching out to her. Also, and they're both offering. They're both offering. They're both. It's like, here's my heart. Here's my kindness. Here's my gift. Here's my right. And if you look really close, it's like a little bit of a hill. So there's an effort involved. There's an effort involved in both parts, right? You call, because this could be romance, it's a card of love, but it's also, it's about connection. It's about two people connecting. So it could be your business partner, it could be your friend, it could be your spouse, your sibling, your child, set your neighbor. There's an effort involved on both parts. So let's say I call my friend, I say, let's go to a movie, and let's meet at the theater at 2 o'clock. I have to get to the theater. They have to get to the theater. We both have to be there at a certain time because the movie starts at 2:15. La la la. So there's an effort involved. Okay, I have a lot of things written down because if I don't write them down, then after the video, I'm like, I didn't say that. Okay, but I'm going to get to that. So he's reaching out to her, which is lovely. And then we have, the intertwining snakes, which is the caduceus, which is a symbol of healing, a symbol of, two things coming together and forming a whole, the masculine and the feminine, the dark and the light, the day and the night, etc. You bring this and I bring that. You bring this and I bring that. And then we put it together and we form something new. So there's a healing here. And it's also a union. And then, I was teaching the tarot class, maybe last time, maybe the time before. I can't remember. Nancy and I do a tarot class together. We have two instructors, two experienced tarot readers. Let's put it that way. So somebody was asking about this, and it's the only time it shows up in the deck, and it's a lion's face. A lion's head, a male lion's head. So what's the symbolism and iconography behind that? So the lion, the male lion, and the male lion's head which the Sphinx probably originally was. If you look at the thing, you can see that the pharaoh on top is way smaller. Doesn't make any sense. It's the sun. Well, first of all, it's the sign of Leo, right? Leo rules the heart. Leo rules the sun. The sun is a ruler of Leo. So it's the heart. So it's about the heart, right? And the lions are very solar, right? That's why they're the king. Like the sun is the king, so to speak, of the solar system. It all revolves around the sun, the light, the radiance. That's what it's about. It's about being in the heart and radiating from the heart. And through that, there's a union and it comes together. And so it could be, like when the sun comes up in the sun card, a lot of times that's about like spiritual nourishment, so like nourishment from the sun. And the sun itself is tremendous healer, vitamin D and plants grow and, plankton and all that other stuff. And us, we need sun. I think that's why I like it here so much, because I always get sun. So this is about connection. It's about a bond. It's about there's this energy like I'm offering and you're offering, right? I'm opening my heart, you're opening your heart. I'm offering you a kindness, you're offering me a kindness. So it's really easy to see this as romance. And it makes sense, but there are other interpretations as well. So for an example, I have a neighbor and she also has a roof thing and they don't really use it much, but she has some plants and she's always giving me plants and I'm always giving her plants. That would be like an example of the Two of Cups, right? She gives me 2 or 3 plants, I give her 2 or 3 plants, and then, hers grow mine grow hers. It's like a gift. All cups have this energy of a gift being offered, pretty much. Okay, so there's a connection, there's a deep bond, there's moving forward from the heart. It's moving forward from the heart. There's a spiritual connection. It's 2 minds. And it's also like 2 minds coming together. It's contentment, it's partnership, optimism, peace, sincere intentions. There's no nefariousness. It's really like, I'm giving you a piece of cake, or you're giving me a piece of cake, or whatever it is. Could always go for a piece of cake, you know me. All right, mutual cooperation, a commitment, trust, and partnership. That's what's going on in the card. And I find it interesting that there's a hill here, right? So pretend they're back here, right? She comes from there and he comes from here. It's like they both have to make an effort to meet at the top of that. So, you call your friend, let's go to a movie, let's go to a 2 o'clock movie. And they have to get there and you have to get there, right? So you're both, putting an effort in. And then you meet at 2 and you go to the movie at 2:15. Hopefully it's good. And, if not, like if you have a really good soul connection with somebody, you can turn to them within like 30 minutes of the movie. It's like, I know we spent $20, but I'd rather just go to lunch. This is really awful. And they say, yeah, you're right. Let's go. I think I only did that once. I went with like someone to a movie and like within 30 minutes we were like looked at each other and was like, let's get the hell out of here. This ain't gonna get any better. All right. So it's a really, really loving, kind, the other interpretation I have of this card is really like it's this union, right? It's a union. And it could be like the union of yourself. Let's say it's a really like a lot of times I really read cards like this. It's this energy of your relationship with yourself. And it's like inviting in all pieces and parts of yourself. It's inviting in, you know, the feminine and the masculine, and like your mind and heart together, your soul and body together. So energy of that in this card as well. What else did I want to say? There was something else I wanted to say. I can't remember. You know, I'm going to remember after the video. Anyway, it's a really beautiful, lovely card. It's the card of love, of, you know, two souls, two hearts, you know, combining. So if the Two of Cups comes up, lovely. See, the thing is too, like, you know, you pull it as one card is one thing. So let's say you're looking, you know, you're asking about a love reading. This comes up, like if the question is love and this comes up, looks really good. It would also, like the other cards that would come up, that would be sort of love card would be the Lovers, but the Lovers is more about choice and harmony. And then marriage cards would be Justice, because it's the law, the Hierophant, the law, you know, like social mores. The Empress, because she's full and pregnant and abundant, like that. So, you know, you get a couple of them, right? It's like, oh, oh. But if you just get this and like nothing else sort of matches, it's like, you know, there's like a friend. It's about a bond. It's about a bond, you know. So I helped my friend yesterday. My friend lives in another city, and I met him here like 6 years ago. But now he lives in another city for his job, but he still has an apartment here, and he comes like once a month. So he had a 2 bedroom, now he made it 3, added a wall. So 2 or 3 months ago, I become the real estate agent. So I showed the apartment in Spanish, which is a miracle, and I rented it. And now I had another one, and yesterday it was just this one guy, and he took it. Yay. But the day before, you know, no one's on time here. So everybody showed up at once. And I'm doing my little number. I felt like Carol Merrill to show you how old I am. And he was like so appreciative. I'm like, but you help me all the time. It's like, it's not that big a deal. You know, I'm like, I took a half-hour walk. I showed up, and also he had soil for me. So I took the soil upstairs. He had so much soil. And it's like, I help you and you help me. Simple, really simple. So that's what this card is about. It's about a bond. It's about an emotional bond. It's about moving forward on the heart, right? And there is a little bit of movement, you know, a little bit of movement, right? He is, so to speak, putting his best foot forward and putting his hand out. It's like, I really like you, right? So there's a little bit, there's a subtle movement in the card, you know, because some cards are very stagnant. This is not stagnant. That, you know, the snakes are moving. Anyway, it's a lovely card. Now, Nancy and I are offering a tarot class. We get really into detail and a lot about the cards. It's a 6-week class. We're looking for a couple more students. We want to start this month. So please join us. So, you know, it's a link to Nancy's site, because if I start getting students, if she starts getting students, then we have too many and blah, blah, blah. So it just goes through her site and it's done and it's easy. So the link is below. And I'm still offering 12-month readings. So it's not too late. It's only the 9th of January. And that's that. Blessings. See you soon. Happy Tarot Tuesday, even though it's Thursday. All right. Bye.